just a rebound.
Yo, yo, yo. Happy Monday. Welcome back once again with the Thick Behavior. We are back with our live stream here on Twitch. I'm your humble host, Phantom Freak, aka Moistmaster Flex. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good Monday, good start to your week. I'm off of work for the next week and a half. Oh, I guess 2 weeks. I don't actually go back into the office until January 6th, so that's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We got Christmas, and then next week, New Year's Eve and New Year's. We're winding down the year. Hope you guys had a good year, actually. That too. I had a really good year. Lots of cool stuff happened this year, actually. Played a show in Tokyo. Went to my first ADE. Went to my first Miami Music Week. Played in Salt Lake City for the first time. Went back to Seattle just a couple weeks ago. Released a ton of music. We celebrated the third year anniversary of Thick Freakness. Yeah, lots of releases on Thick Freakness, and lots of releases for myself. You can definitely expect more next year. I'm about to play my first show ever at a pizza joint, dude. Dude, those small intimate parties are fucking sick though. I love doing small intimate stuff like that. When I first started out, I was playing these small little kind of hole in the wall bars and stuff. Sometimes those can kind of be the best parties though, because it's super intimate, which I love. But yeah, I digress. Traffic in LA is exceptional right now. Most of the transplants have started going back home, so it's quite it's been quite empty in LA. What do you think of China? Will you come here to perform in the future, dude? That would be cool, dude. I would love to come perform in China. I've only ever been to Beijing, and that was only for I had a 26-hour layover on the way back from traveling from Thailand back to LA. I had a 26-hour layover in Beijing, so what I ended up doing is I hired a driver, and he took me to the Great Wall of China and Tiananmen Square, and I got to experience that for a day before flying back to home, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely love to come to China. That'd be cool. I'm always down to play in other cities and other countries. Been seeing that more here in the last couple of years, and I'm pretty happy about it. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question in short, yes, I would love to go to China and play. The tunes right here, we got Gangster on Future Cuts, Hype One on Thick Freakness, Dance with the Devil on Thick Freakness, with the Devil, Hollow Freaks, that was our Halloween compilation. Coldest, that came out on Black Void in November. Who's Ready, which was the last release of this year from myself and Eric Mark, and then on Thick Freakness. And then In the Mood, that was my last release of this year on Space Yacht. And the first release of next year is right there, actually. That's going to be coming out January 10th. Bubblegum, per custom, usually each new calendar year, I start the release schedule on Thick Freakness with the track that samples a horror movie. This time, I think last year we did The Thing. I did The Thing, and then the year before that was Misery. So this year it's gonna be They Live. If you guys are familiar with the horror movie They Live, it's exceptional. John Carpenter film. Seeing a theme with the John Carpenter here. But yeah, it's a really great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's a really dope film. Yeah. It's kind of like an allegory on like the oligarchy and like I guess like kind of like the deep state a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool movie. Also, first show of next year, we have another warehouse party. Garbage Day. I could probably pull up the. You guys have never seen. I could pull up a little trailer. Yeah, I'm all out of bubblegum. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That's basically the part I sampled. But yeah, we have a warehouse party coming up January 4th. It's gonna be Candle, myself, No, Nakoshka, and Melee. It'll be a Saturday, free entry with RSVP. If you guys are in LA, come through for sure. Our sponsor, per usual, is Eargasms. If you need earplugs, definitely go cop some. I've had mine for forever now, it seems, probably like a year and a half, and I have not lost them, not a single time, and they always come in handy. So yeah, use Phantom code Phantom10, get you 10% off on earplugs. Here, I'll just play this scene real quick.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I ended up sampling for this track I have coming out in January. So yeah, go ahead and pre-save that. And it'll be out on January 10th. All right, we can get started here. Enough with the yapping from me. What's up, Monodef? So we're gonna go down the line here. I loaded up everybody that was already in the Google form. Oh, there's some more we got added. We got DJ CJL up in the mix here. We got I got two of them in here. Okay. Hippie Habit and Monodef. Okay. So, sorry. Getting a little. All right, we're gonna go down the line here. We got DJ Cast, we got Odd Encounter, we got Crumb, we got Spindle, we got Frund, we got Daddy JP, we got Akina, we got Criminal Agent, DJ CJL, Hippie Habit, and Monodef. Where I called you is where you are in the queue. If you guys want to skip the queue, you guys can use your channel points. I think it's like 2,000 or something to skip the queue. Or you can send some monies over to the bottom left there, Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. It's up to you. And the amount is entirely up to you as well. Usually people send like $5 or something. But yeah, you're more than welcome to do that as well. If you want to skip the line, if you have somewhere to be, somewhere to go. And as always, if your track comes up and you're not in the chat, I'm gonna throw you to the back of the line, unfortunately. But if you end up coming back, I can put you back in the queue. So DJ Cast up first. DJ Cast, are you in the chat? Yo, what up, Leonard Ellis? Do we got DJ Cast in the chat? Going once. Merry Christmas, dude. Going twice. All right, he's not here, so he goes to the back of the line. Odd Encounter. Do we got Odd Encounter in the chat? Odd Encounter. Going once. Going twice. All right, back of the line. It's 2 down already. Crumb. I saw Crumb a second ago. Crumb, are you still here? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Yep. Okay, you're here. Cool. Let's do it.
Sometimes it appears that we're reaching a period when our senses and our minds will no longer respond to moderate stimulation. Truth is to them revealed rather than logically proved. Education is being redefined at the demand of the uneducated to suit the ideas of the uneducated. The lessons of the past are ignored and obliterated. National masochism prevails. And effete core of impudent snobs who characterize themselves as intellectuals. National masochism prevails. Encouraged by an effete core of impudent snobs who characterize themselves as intellectuals.
Nice. Yeah, dude. The best part about this tune is all the drums. The drums are fucking sick. These break beats. Super sick break beats, bro. Yeah. I'm really loving the chords first and foremost. They're very nice. They have like this nice kind of like draw, like they're like kind of like drawn out. Really long attack, I guess. I guess is probably the best way to put it, huh? It's a longer attack and kind of a shorter release, but it's very nice. Add an extra kick. I took a splice beat and just cut it to shit. Added an extra kick because I was getting lost. I mean, mix wise, it actually sounds really nice too, as far as the drums go. So yeah, good job with the extra kick on there. I love both the chords and the vocals, but I think especially in this tune, in this kind of genre, I think they could both use some more reverb, especially the vocal. It's funny because I recognize that vocal too. I remember hearing it in like a Deadmau5 tune a long time ago. I don't think it's like from like an official release. I think it's just like in something that he would use like in his like live sets and stuff. But I do remember hearing that vocal before. But it's a really sick vocal, and it kind of just like gave me this like sense of like 2014 nostalgia, which was really cool. But yeah, the chords and the vocals both could use a little bit more reverb. I'm loving the sound selection here. All the Ear Candy stuff is really cool. You have some really cool layers. Okay, I gotta figure out how de-essers work because I tried with more reverb and it's too harsh for vocals. Yeah. So you're saying that there's some harshness in the vocal itself that gets amplified by reverb, is that's what it sounds like you're saying. So yeah, de-esser will definitely help with that. You might have to get a little bit surgical with if you have like a FabFilter Pro Q, you could probably get a little bit surgical and see if there's any kind of like really harsh frequencies that you can kind of just like scoop out. I think that might help. But yeah, you might have to just like kind of look into that. Yeah, loving all the Ear Candy stuff. There's some really nice layering going on too. Some additional like background melodies, little Ear Candy stuff. But yeah, it's all everything's like everything that you have here is working very well and is very cohesive. Arrangement's very solid. It flows very, very well. The drop is really nice. I think the sub is lacking here. I think we need some more sub in this tune. We need definitely some more low end. So that's something to kind of take a look at there. You did already mention that basically you didn't really touch the second half. But what I would suggest for the second half is some more variation as far as the chord progression and the bass line. I mean, actually, we could probably keep the chord progression the same because I think you want to kind of have that be like the anchor point. It's kind of what keeps everything kind of familiar. But as far as like maybe some bassline variation, and some change ups as far as like some of the sound design, I think that would help. Additionally, like the vocals sounds like it's basically missing from the entire second half. So definitely try and bring the vocal back in. I have 3 pieces of low end, 1 bass in the middle, and 2 panned like 64, but I agreed it needs more prominent low end. Yeah. And then yeah, just bring the vocal back in on the second drop just to keep it a little bit more cohesive and familiar. But yeah, this is a really dope tune. I'm really loving the breakbeats. The breakbeats really make this tune what it is. Good job, Crumb. Hell yeah. All right. Do we got Spindle? I'm assuming not because Spindle's over in Australia. Tasmania, excuse me. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be online. I can probably get to his tune later on, but he's going to the back of the line. So we got Freund here. I just saw him in the chat. Just say what's up. I'm actually gonna go pee real quick, but I just want to make sure that you're here. All right, you're here. Cool. All right, BRB. I'm assuming we're gonna get some more liquid DMB right now. Let's see. Let's give this a listen. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Nice one. Yeah, man, super dreamy. Really nice intro. I'm loving the low end here. Overall, this mix is very well balanced. Getting a lot of everything here. Loving the chord progression. Really nice background elements. Overall, very, very great sound selection and sound design. Really well done on that. I'm loving the background elements, loving the ear candy stuff. This definitely has a space for vocal, but I guess especially with liquid drum and bass, it's not really necessary. It would be cool to have vocal, but not obviously not necessary. The The arrangement here is very nice. It has a really nice flow to it. You're getting, there's a lot of, obviously there's a lot of like repetition, but it's not like loopy. It's just enough to kind of like keep you engaged and interested, and there's enough variation to kind of keep things moving forward, which is really nice. So yeah, overall, really nice flow here. I think the only thing that I'm getting from this tune that probably needs a little bit of a magnifying glass is I'm getting a little bit of harshness from the hats and the snares on the top end. It's more noticeable it was more noticeable here in the intro. But like once you get like into like the nitty-gritty of stuff, like deep into the thick of it, you can't really hear it that much. It does poke out every once in a while. Just a slight harshness to it. So I think it just kind of needs to be tamed a little bit on the top end with those hats and those snares. But I think that's really the only thing that I kind of heard on this tune. Maybe just shelve that a little bit more. But that's really it. I mean, and that's me being really picky. So the reality is, like, this is a very solid tune. It sounds fucking great. Really, really great sound selection. Overall, really nice vibe. This is like something I would listen to. I mean, it's like the stuff that I start the stream with. So, I mean, I just love liquid drum and bass to begin with. And it's like stuff that I would like drive to like at night, It's got that kind of vibe. But very well done. Super dope tune. Hell yeah. Play my shit. I mean, I didn't hear a please, first off. Second off, you gotta wait in line. I do have a Discord, but if you guys want to submit tracks, you guys are welcome to join the Discord. That's up to you. But if you guys want to submit tracks, you guys have to submit them in the Google form. And we do have a queue, so you're gonna be waiting a little bit. Just FY Izzle. Unless you want to skip the line, that's entirely up to you. If you skip the line, you have to either use your channel points or send some monies. It's entirely up to you. Do your thing. But otherwise, you gotta wait in line. We got some new submissions. Got Leonard Ellis in here. We got Our Eyes, and we got Cruz. The man's Cruz. Cruz, definitely send me some more tunes, man. I'm starting to build out the calendar for next year, so feel free to send me some more tunes. Unk using Google Forms? Hell nah. Well, it is what it is, dude. You want to get your music listened to, you got to submit it on the Google form. Or I mean, you could just not be in the stream. It's entirely up to you. Daddy JP we got Daddy JP in the chat. Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. Nice. Dude, this is banging. I'm really digging the vibes here. Yeah, and this picture is fucking ridiculous. DJ CJL, did I subscribe correctly? I'm using a paid subscription for the first time. It looks like you did. It looks like it worked. Uneven Steven, what's your favorite type of music? I'll answer that after I get through the feedback, but I will definitely answer that question. Dude, this is a fucking fire tune. Definitely a lot of really cool energy in here. Lots of really cool sound design, sound selection, that sort of thing. 1 second, my roommate's calling me. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, bro, are you home?
Yeah, what's up?
I forgot my keys. Can you open the door for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, dude.
All right.
See ya.
All right, my roommate's here and got himself locked out, so just give me a second and I'll come right back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, as I was saying, really dope tune. I do think the intro is a little bit long. You could probably chop it down. This is like a 5-minute 30 song. I think you could chop down the intro just a little bit. I think the vocal is very dope. I really dig the vocal. Obviously, it's a very kind of classic sort of vocal. I think the kick could kind of punch a touch more. Could punch a little bit more, basically. But I think generally the idea is definitely here. One thing I wanted to note. I think there's a lot going on the one of the first drop. We have this like really cool like lead in, but the vocal is playing at the same time, so it's hard to focus on trying to figure out which to focus on, either the beat and the bass line or the vocal. I feel like you should just go in with the bass line, and probably do it at the tail end. That's the way we like to. Kind of do it like a call and response sort of thing, where you're doing like the bass line and then the response is like the vocal. And then the rest of the phrase is actually cool doing it like that. I think it's just on the one though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think just to kind of keep things kind of focused and honed in, kind of remove a little bit of the vocal phrase just so that the bass line can kind of shine and do its thing, and then you can bring the vocal back in kind of as like a response. I think that would do really well. Overall, I'm really loving the bass line, all the sound selection. It's very, very nice. It's very sick. Really cool sound design, really cool sound selection. Overall, the arrangement's very solid. I was vibing the whole time. You do a good job of keeping things interesting. And that's one of the things that I noted here. Actually, I think you do a better job in the second drop. because the vocal doesn't get in the way. And that's basically what I was trying to get at. It's I think it's cool that, you know, it's kind of like this call and response thing that I was talking about, and it helps you kind of focus in and hone in on a main idea, and then you can kind of just like play around with both of them, going back and forth. But overall, I think it's a really fucking dope idea. This is something I could definitely hear being played in a club, or you know, at a rave or something. But yeah, that was just the main thing that I was hearing. Maybe the kick and punch harder, and then just basically kind of using the vocal a little bit more effectively so that it doesn't get in the way of the beat, and vice versa, you know? That's really the main thing. Everything else here is sounding really great. Good job, Daddy JP. Well done. Dope tune. All right. Up next, we got Akina. We got Akina in the chat. Akina, you still here? Yeah, no problem, man. Akina. I just saw you a second ago. Don't lose your place in line. Okay, you're here. Cool.
Never know, never know, never know. 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 Where we'll go, where we'll go, where we'll go. Never know, never know, never know. Where we'll go, where we'll go, where we'll go. Never know, never know, never know. Never know, never know, never know.
Nice one, bruv. Nice one. How do you subscribe? The boo boo boo. Yeah, the disco, the little disco sounds. DJ CJL. I'm pretty sure. Well, you gave out some gift subs, but I want to say that you're already subscribed. Let's see. I'll have to check it. I don't know how to check it when I'm doing when I'm actually live right now, so I'll have to check afterwards. But yeah, this is a dope tune. Definitely different from a lot of the other stuff you sent over, Akina. We tend to hear a lot more techno from you, but it was cool, nice little change up to get into more like tech house. Really cool vocal. The vocal's very nice. Is this just like a regular splice vocal, or where did you find this? But it's a really cool vocal. Really nice drums. I'm loving the drop. Very tech house for sure. I think the sub definitely needs a bit of a boost. I wasn't getting a whole lot of sub in here. I obviously did hear it, but I think it definitely needs to be boosted up a little bit more. I was also going to say that the bass line sounds a bit synthetic, but I think that was only because it was being filtered. This intro bass line, it just sounds kind of like rubbery and synthetic is probably the best way I could describe it. But when it actually gets into the drop, it actually sounds great. It was just there. I don't know, for whatever reason. Maybe it's just the filtering. That's kind of what ends up being left on the top end. And maybe there's some sort of resonance that's going on too. But yeah, it was a little weird to me. But regardless, I think the sub needs to be boosted in the main sections, like the drop. We need more sub. And I noticed some crackling here. I don't know if that's like vinyl crackle or if that's something that's on like an artifact. You hear like that little crackling? I'm not sure where that's coming from. Whether that's from the vocal sample, some artifacts, some random artifacts. But it's oddly only showing up in this little section right here. I didn't notice it anywhere else. Boo boo. Yeah, those little disco pows are really cool. I'm loving the addition of these keys over here. I think it's kind of a shame that they didn't make more of an appearance. They only showed up in this little section of the second break. It would be cool to kind of see them make a reappearance somewhere, whether that be in the drops or even in the first like intro kind of break. But I really like these keys. These keys are really nice. Yeah, okay, so it's just vinyl crackle. But it's a vinyl crackle just in this section here, or is it through the entire track? Because it feels like it feels kind of random, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's just something to consider. If you're gonna do vinyl crackle, make sure. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'm just not hearing it correctly, but yeah. For whatever reason, it just sounds louder here. But yeah. Regardless, I think the main thing here is that the sub just needs to be boosted, especially in the drop sections. But I'm loving, sound selection. The mixdown is pretty clean. Loving those keys. I would have liked them to kind of make more of an appearance throughout the track. And yeah, I think that's about all I got. But very well done. Super dope tune. Very groovy. Good job, Akina. Never know, never know. All right. Do we have criminal agent? Criminal agent. Criminal agent in the chat. Oh yeah, and to answer your question from earlier, Steven, what's my favorite kind of music? I really don't have a favorite, and you know, it's kind of like maybe like a cop-out answer. But really, like, the stuff I listen to kind of changes from week to week, month to month. Sometimes I go through moods where, like, especially recently, I've been listening to a lot of new metal. A lot of the stuff I used to listen to, like, as a teen. So, like, I'm listening to, like, recently I've been listening to a lot of, like, Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit, Korn, Linkin Park. But that's just recently. Like, before that, I was listening to a lot of 90s grunge. And 90s grunge is like a pretty big constant in my life. I'm always listening to a lot of like Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana, you know, a lot of those guys. And a lot of stuff that I also listen to on the side. It's a lot of jazz, a lot of lo-fi hip-hop, stuff that's more like calm and down-tempo. I don't listen to any sort of electronic music on my day-to-day basis. Oh, there you go. You subscribed. I don't listen to a whole lot of electronic music on a day-to-day basis because that's the stuff that I write. So I get a lot of ear fatigue. I don't want to spend, a bunch of hours in front of my studio monitor and then like, you know, be at the gym or something or in the car and just blasting my ears with the unce, you know? So yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything. I think the shorter list is what I don't listen to. I don't listen to country. That's just not my thing. I don't listen to dubstep. It's not my thing. Don't listen to techno. It's not my thing. But you know, I can see why people like those genres, but it's just not for me. It's just not what I vibe with. But I listen to a whole lot of stuff, whole lots of things, all the sorts of things. I know that gasp came from Monodef because you make bass music and dubstep, and that's the thing though. Like I don't necessarily think it's a bad genre. I actually really respect, you know, dubstep and bass music producers because the sound design is always fucking top tier. But it's just not something that I would go out and see. You know, it's just not something that I generally vibrate with. Criminal agent. It doesn't seem like criminal agent is here. So criminal agent goes to the back of the line. I'm just going to name everybody up that's coming up so you guys know where you're at in the list. We got DJ CJL. We got Hippie Habit. We got Monodef. We got Leonard Ellis. R.I.'s Cruz. Uneven Steven. And I think the rest of these guys are not here unless they end up showing up. I'll probably do them offline. So yeah, let's do DJ CJL first, and then we're gonna keep rolling through.
Them man came on a gallivanting, King stepped in on a badaman thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Them man came on a gallivanting, King stepped in on a badaman thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Done all of them, man, pun all of them. Fuck all of them, I don't trust none of them. Smoky for them, cause they bad-minded. Everybody run when a boogie man come. Now they wanna do what Simon say. Now they wanna do what Simon say. Anybody got play if you want violate. Hard hustle, man push weight, no muscle. Power, I been a chin, you don't know about dollar. You don't like me, you can fuck off. 1 AM man, we skirt on the motto. Graveyard shifts distributing the pack, so them man came on a gallivanting. King stepped in on a badaman thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Them man came on a gallivanting. King stepped in on a badaman thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. One if them if they try me, one if them if they try me.
One if you try me. One if you try me. One if you try me. One if you try me. Them boy chat man from all of them. Them man dream on a galavan thing. King step in on a bad man thing. Step in the place, everything is shining. Look how I look. King step in on a big man. Step kick man, kick look how I look. King step in on a bad man.
So, judging by the titles here, we got the original remix, and then this is like a drum and bass VIP. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna play the original remix so I can get some sort of reference, and kind of figure out what's going on here.
Everybody run when a boogie man come. Now they wanna do what Simon say. Now they wanna do what Simon say. Anybody got up there if you are violent, hard pursue. Man push weight, no muscle. Power, Lord, like me, can fuck off. 1 a.m. man we skirt on the motor. Graveyard shifts distributing the pack. So them man came on a galavan thing. King stepped in on a bad man thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Them man came on a galavan thing. King stepped in on a bad man thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Them man came on a galavan thing. King stepped in on a bad man thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning. Them man came on a galavan thing. King stepped in on a bad man thing. Stepped in the place, everything is shining. Look how I hit them with the lightning.
Shit.
Damn, dude. Whoa, relax there. Dude, both of these are fucking sick. I'm really digging both of them. I'm really digging basically the overall vibe. There's kind of like a lot going on. I wouldn't say there's a lot going on. That's the wrong thing to say. I think there's lots of really cool variations that kind of feel like they come out of nowhere, you know? I thought I'd do a bit of country. No, dude, whatever's like being queued up is like some sort of like country song coming up or something. So the song ended and then like it started playing some country song. But yeah, this is really sick. Obviously you said this is a remix contest for Disclosure, so like yeah, I'm pretty sure that vocal came from them. But I think you do a really good job with the vocal chops. That's probably the one thing that stood out the most. And then adding in these variations, like you have you know, your main line, which is kind of like this vibey sort of like speed house. It's like vibey, kind of like you garage, kind of more up tempo, 130 plus garage like house, and it's really dope. And then you dive into like this other section that's kind of a little bit more, I guess it would be like bass house. I guess it's more like 140 actually. That was the only thing that kind of threw me off. I think especially for the beginning of the track, I think you want to keep it a little bit more cohesive. I think that 140 idea is fucking sick, but I think it's something you should probably use at the second drop instead of in the first drop. I think the first drop should be kind of just like standalone. You could probably just do... Yeah, I think you should just keep it kind of on the same route right here, and then go into like that UK, you know, 140 dubstep, maybe like on the second drop, kind of like as a surprise. And I think that would kind of work better, just because, like, especially if you're gonna play this out as a DJ, I would definitely want, you know, the first drop to be more cohesive, and then second drop to like catch people by surprise. And I think that UK dubstep will definitely catch people by surprise on the second drop. Yeah, this first drop is fucking nice though. I really like it in this first drop. And then the break, I freaking love the break because it kind of goes into this kind of like vibey, almost like a lo-fi kind of feel. Really solid, like almost like lo-fi hip hop, very vibey. Definitely digging it. Kind of gets me like, kind of reminds me of like Nujabes a little bit, you know, a little bit hip hoppy. Really sick though. And then back into the drop, you know, back into the second drop. I think the arrangement's pretty solid. Like I said though, I think the 140 dubstep should be pushed back here to the second drop, and then just kind of just keep the first drop more housey. And then you go into this fucking crazy ass section at the end here. This little like skip right here, it almost feels like Jersey Club too. So. Like Jersey Club, definitely like got that vibe there. And then like over here you got like this DMB sort of vibe too. I think this almost feels like it could be a VIP itself, honestly. But yeah, I think it's for this remix contest in particular, I think it's fucking creative as fuck. This was really like a really cool overall idea. I think it just needs to kind of just be like structured a little bit better. And I think that'll, I mean, I think you basically are like a shoo-in to win. I mean, I haven't heard any of the other remixes. I haven't even heard the original song, but I mean, this is a fucking banging tune here. The mix is very clean too, I will say that. And then in regards to this VIP one, yeah, this is definitely a little bit more along the lines of something that you would kind of reserve. I mean, especially since it's a VIP, this is something you would probably reserve to kind of play out live, or you can even release this as a free download along the line. Yeah. But this is fucking cool as fuck too. Both of these are pretty short tracks, I will say. So I think, especially for live play, I would probably lengthen out the intro and outros just to make it a little bit easier for DJs to kind of, you know, mix in, mix out. But overall, both of them are fucking great tunes. I think they're both very well done. Good job, DJ CJL. Very dope remixes. I hope you do really well in the contest. All of the luck. Best of luck. All right, we got Hippie Habitat, we got Monodef, we got Leonard Ellis, we got Our Eyes, we got Cruz, and then Uneven Steven. All right, let's give Hippie Habitat a listen here. Nice one. Yeah, super dope tune. All the drums are very clean here. Overall, the mixdown is very clean here. I will say, really good sound selection. Loving the vocal, especially. Return of the Jaded, terrified. Return of the Jaded. This kick is fucking banging. That's probably the first thing that I noticed. Overall, super solid arrangement. Really nice, tight intro going into the break and then into the drop almost immediately. So very, very well done on that. Obviously, the first drop is a bit more minimal. You're kind of just doing like kick and then a lot of the bass sounds and synths that are going off, kind of just like leading the charge before you bring in all the drums and all the other stuff. Pretty typical. And you do a good job of kind of like making sure that it evolves over time, especially through the entire first drop. The one thing that I would have liked to hear more is more variation on the second drop. It kind of almost sounds like a copy pasta. I mean, the only difference is that you have everything playing here on the second drop with some rides. So I would have liked to have heard some more changes, maybe just in like the sound design or in the motif on the main line. Obviously there's like some arrangement stuff that changes, but you know, like I said, with the rides and you're basically putting everything in you're front loading everything instead of back loading it like on the first drop. But besides that, I would have liked to hear a little bit more variation in the sound design. Maybe change up the motif a little bit, just to give, you know, the listener something else to kind of latch on to. That's really the only thing I would probably take a look at. Everything else here sounds great. Like I said, really solid mix. Really good, good sound selection, sound choice. Yeah, really banging tune. All right, up next, Monodef. So you said that mine is mostly just practice. It's a 20-minute challenge at 5 minutes so far. It just starts heavy, by the way. All right. So we're going to get some heaviness to start with. Nice. No, fucking sick. Yeah, that you said this is kind of just like a challenge, just to kind of keep ideas flowing, and I think you definitely accomplished that. It sounds like not like at least like 6 different ideas out here. Some techno, some like bass music, some speed house, some R&B. It's got a little bit of everything. You know what it sounds like? It sounds mostly like a mixtape, almost like a, you know, when you buy a new sample pack, they usually have like a preview, and this is kind of what that sounds like. It sounds like a preview of like a sample pack, and I mean that in like the best way possible, because the transitions between each section are very, very seamless and very cohesive. So it's like nothing was like really jarring or anything, and kind of just like everything flowed through really easily. But yeah, I think you really exemplified your kind of dynamic range as a producer. I think you accomplished that very well. Obviously, this isn't like an actual song. It's like multiple ideas kind of stacked up on top of each other. But I think you do a really good job of basically accomplishing what you set out to do, was to basically start ideas. And what you could probably do is basically break all of these out, if you wanted to, into like their own individual songs. But I don't think you need to change anything up here. I think if the whole purpose of the exercise was to just come up with ideas, I think you accomplished what you set out to do. I think it's very well done. Good job, Monodef. Really sick sort of little mixtape here. Hell yeah. Well done. All right. Love Sex American Express. That's a sick name. Now, for whatever reason, my streaming got throttled. Okay, I think we're back. We're back now. It was in the red for a minute there. All right, let's do this.
Love sex. American Express.
Fuck me, Leonard.
Sex. Love. Sex. Love. Sex. Love. It's American Express. Love. Sex. Love. Sex. Love. Sex. Love sex. Love sex, the American Express. Love sex, the American Express. Love sex, the American Express. American Express. Love sex, the American Express. Love sex. Love sex with American Express. Love sex with American Express. Love sex with American Express. American Express. Love sex with American Express. Love sex with American Express. Love sex with American Express. Fuck me, Leonard. Love sex. Love sex, 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 sex.
Nice. I'm really liking the groove and the kind of bassline motif you have going on. It's very interesting. It's very bouncy, I guess is the best way to describe it. Boom 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 boom. It's catchy for sure. Which is exactly what you want from a bassline. Let's see what we got here. So overall, I'm really digging the arrangement. I think maybe the outro can kind of be cut down a little bit more. I think a lot of that is kind of just unnecessary. But the intro looks pretty good. The vocal made me laugh when I said "fuck me, Leonard." It's fucking hilarious. I think the vocal is a bit too dry. So I think the vocal definitely needs some reverb added to it. The dynamics are kind of all over the place with the vocal too, because some spots it's a lot louder, and then other spots it's a lot quieter. So I think it kind of needs to be leveled out a little bit more, and then also add reverb. Like I said, I think that'll kind of help with a little bit of the dynamic range as well as the depth of the vocal, so it doesn't sound so like front and in your face. I think we need more mid bass. The first drop, it feels like it's kind of lacking there.
Love sex with American Express.
The bass line feels like a little bit too toned down and subdued. So I think, yeah, we need more mid bass in the first drop. And then the vocal placement, it also feels like it's a little bit out of rhythm. It's not really in the pocket where it should be. It feels kind of robotic in some spots. Love, sex, American Express. Love, sex, instead of being like a love, sex, American Express. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like it needs to be a little bit more rhythmic. Right now, it's too robotic, and it's kind of just like being kind of randomly thrown in there. So I think it kind of needs to sit in kind of a pocket where it's kind of giving you a little bit more groove, because the vocal is a little bit too robotic right now. What else?
Love sex.
That's pretty much all I have. I think primarily it's a thing with the vocal. The vocal needs a little bit more cohesive dynamic range. Like I said, sometimes it's a little bit too loud, sometimes it's a little bit too quiet. So that kind of needs to be balanced out. More reverb on the vocal, and then I think the vocal placement needs a little bit of work too. A little less robotic and a little bit more rhythmic, something to kind of keep you more in the groove. Christian Marchi. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean if you already have kind of like a track in mind that you can use as a reference, I would say definitely go with that. But yeah, dope idea, Leonard Ellis. Thanks for sending it over. Hell yeah, good job. You can go to sleep now too if you want. I know it's late over there. Do we have our eyes? Yeah, no problem, man. Do we have our eyes? I don't think he's here because I didn't see him in the chat at all. All right, we'll throw him in the back here. We got Cruz. Is Cruz still in the chat? Cruz and Uneven Steven. Are you guys still here? Yeah, have a good Christmas, man. Cruz and Uneven Steven. Cruz. Yo, Cruz is here. Uneven Steven, you still here? Okay. Well, we'll see if he shows up. All right. Well, we got Cruz for now. Let's do it.
Man, so far from the streets that you can't come back. Can't come back, 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 come back. Get it on, activate it, get it on, yeah, look at you wide, get it on, activate it, get it on, get it on, activate it, get it on, yeah, look at you wide, get it on, activate it. Can't come back, catch you on the streets, can't come back, on the streets, can't come back. Can't come back, catch you on the streets, can't come back, on the streets, can't come back. Can't come back, catch you on the streets, can't come back, on the streets, can't come back. Can't come back, catch you on the streets, can't come back, on the streets, can't come back. Man, so far from the streets that you can't come back. Can't come back, 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 come back. Get it on, activate it, get it on, yeah, look at you wide, get it on, activate it, get it on, get it on, activate it, get it on, yeah, look at you wide, get it on, activate it. Can't come back, catch you on the streets, can't.
Nice one. You know, this reminds me of a lot of like older night bass. That's why I was pulling up the song right here. Hot Fire Bitches. This is a classic. 10 years ago. Damn, dude. 10 years ago. This isn't even like this isn't even a night bass tune, but like Hot Fire, he's the homie. This is something that I still kind of play out randomly. But this tune is dope.
All my bitches got. 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 All my bitches. All my bitches got.
Yeah, dude, that song is fucking fire. But your tune reminded me of that track. It definitely has a kind of vibe to it. I'm loving the chords and like the little both like legato chords and like the little staccato. Bup, bup, bup.
You can't come back.
Yeah, those are nice. I think with those staccato chords, you can kind of wash them out a little bit, so they can kind of, if you have Endless Smile, you can throw that on there. It'll kind of like let them ring out a little bit more, bump bump, and like let that reverb kind of like wash out a little bit. Overall, super solid arrangement. I like how it's like just like goes straight to the point. Really short intro, kind of just like dives into the break, and then into the drop. I'm digging the vibe with the drop. The one thing I was hearing though, I think those little staccato chords should actually make an appearance in the drop. Bup, bup, bup. They almost feel like they should be in the drop. Like they're in a kind of like a key element in the intro and in the break, and I feel like they should continually be in the drop. I do like all the bass elements that you have in here. The bass line is really sick. I would like the clap to have a little bit more power in it. It's kind of getting lost in the mix. It feels like it's a little bit wide, I think. That's probably what's going on here. So you probably just need to add in a secondary clap that's kind of more centered and forward. You can kind of layer a secondary clap on there. That should work out. And then I like this drop. Obviously, you said you wanted to add some more variations. I'm totally all for that. But I like the arrangement here because you kind of go back into your chords. Yeah, very nice, very well done there. But yeah, I think the main thing is adding in those little staccato chords. I think that would really kind of make the drop a little pop off a little bit more. We need a stronger clap, so maybe just something a little bit more centered and forward. And then any variations you can kind of think of, I think that'll help. And then do a little bit of a washout on those little staccato chords in the break section, so to kind of add some more depth and moodiness to it. But overall, I'm digging the sound selection here. Loving the chords, especially. The vocals very cool. It's kind of nostalgic and reminiscent of older night bass. But yeah, really digging the vibe here. Good job, Cruz. Hell yeah. All right, I just saw Uneven Steven. And I think the rest of these guys are not in the chat, so I think the rest of these guys I'll just do offline. But yeah, Uneven Steven. Yeah, dude, claps. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, so I always like to layer multiple claps, so it kind of gives you like a nice different flavor. But yeah, well done. Let's listen to Uneven Steven here, and I think this is going to be the last one of the night.
Yeah. Get it, go get it, stack it, pack it, got a packet, got a racket. Started the day with my palm itching. On a mission, gotta go get it. Wanted the roof with the stars in the ceiling. Maximize, gotta make a million. Max bet, cause my niggas is winning. Couple stacks to the lawyer, no biggie. TN, doing notorious living. We true like religion, we up in the building, okay. And we want it all. Don't look at us like we no villains. Killings. By police is up in my city. They do it to us more than my own people. Hiding the truth, they think that we sheeple. But I'm a goat, nigga.
I can make it hot for you, I burn down the building. Hot boxes, spot, smoke to the ceiling. When I pull up, you know I'm about business. When we pull up, you know we gon' get it. Shit get scary, niggas pull up interfering. How I'm moving, yeah, how we interfering. Cause when we pull up, we got them fans sharing. Brick to my ear, coming here with these bands here. White bitches staring, but I don't be in the Karens. Ride to be different just to gain experience. I got the words, regardless, make a dance. She wanted to flirt, now I'm all in the plane. We gon' elevate, that's what's on my mind. Don't get left in the dirt, don't get left behind. Destined for this shit, I be seeing signs.
I'm putting in work, not wasting no time. I'm smoking on purpose, easing my mind. Shorty and her bird, she know that she fine. I know what she worth, so call her down. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my. Mama see the come twerk for Papa. These niggas can't see me like Stevie, they blind.
They call me uneven, no matchup they find. Could ever make it work for young nigga time. This ain't a fit game, just try and be calm. So I bring up the rock and just run out the time. Had to fill up some shoes, had to hop on my grind. It was time to get back, I kept seeing them signs. But she was so cute, I just wanted her time. But I ain't looking back, I type it hard to find. You don't know the facts, you ain't do the knowledge. Just ain't gon' click, your mind don't work like mine. Climb a mountain, climb. Watch the stars align. You only got one life to live, so make it count this time. You only got one life to live, so make it count this time. Climb a mountain, climb. Watch the stars align. You only got one life to live, so make it count this time.
Only got one life to live, so make it count this time.
Make it count this time.
I'ma make it count just like a buzzer beater. Feeling like Nas when I spit the
My pops
ether.
told me watch some crowds, they will mislead you. Pay my own route, I'm a fucking leader.
I was on the couch, I was steady sleeping. Had to sneak up on him, had to start reaching.
This that skill kill and uneven Steven. Try and spit some shit that's gonna have you thinking.
Thinking out loud, black and proud. Spring, winter, fall, do it every season.
In the summertime, we gon' do the dash. We ain't never hungry cause we always eating.
I'ma own a house, I'ma own a boat. She gon' drive the boat till it starts sinking.
I'ma get the bread, we gon' stack it up. And my whole team gon' buy a kingdom. Climb a mountain, climb. Watch the stars align. You only got one life to live, so make it count this time.
Nice.
You only got one life to live, so make.
Nice. Very well done. I'm digging the vocals. The vocals are basically the standout here. And it's cool that you have two different rappers here. And I feel like they both the vocals kind of complement each other very, very well. It's really easy to actually hear what's going on, what's being said. I like the lyrics. The lyric writing is lyric and songwriting is really well done as well. I'm digging the beat, drum beat, and kick. All that stuff is very clean. It's very groovy. Got some nice push pull. And then obviously you have the piano that's kind of basically going through the entire track, which is kind of it's like the melodic backbone of the entire thing. So my only piece of feedback is going to be kind of like more mixing stuff, because I think as far as like songwriting and arrangement, this is all really well done. I think the drums are mixed very well. They're very, very clean. I do think the piano probably needs to be pushed up in the mix a little bit more, because it's kind of being pushed in the background because of the vocals. I think the vocals are in a really nice spot. It's kind of very front and center. And that's exactly where you want them to be. But the piano is kind of getting like, as a result, piano is kind of getting like pushed back. So I think the piano needs to be pushed up in the mix just ever so slightly, just so we can get a little bit more of that melody. And then the vocals could probably use a little bit more reverb to them. They feel a little bit too dry to me. It doesn't have to be reverb directly on top of the channel, on top of the vocal. I think you could probably do it like on a return track, do it in parallel, so you kind of get a little bit of the background reverb. You're getting a little bit more depth. Kind of put these vocals in a space, so it kind of feels like they're in the room with you. So yeah, that's I think that's really the main thing. The piano needs to be kind of pushed up a little bit more in the mix, and then the vocal could use a little bit more reverb to it, because I think the vocals like a little bit too dry. That's really it. I think everything else sounds great. Drums are very clean. We have a nice solid low end from those kicks, the 808s, and the songwriting's really well done. So yeah, good job, Uneven Steven. Dope tune here. Really vibey, really grooving here. Hell yeah. The rest of these guys are not here, so I'll just do these offline. That was the last tune of the night. So I just want to say thank you everybody who joined the stream tonight and sent in your tunes. I hope my feedback was helpful and useful. I will be back again next Monday for the last stream of the year. I keep it going every Monday, 7 p.m. here on Twitch. Feel free to give me a follow to stay up on all this stuff. Also follow the Discord because I make announcements in there. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas and Christmas Eve. I will see you guys again next Monday, 7 p.m. here.